Hey Perry and Adam, this is Sterling here on Monday, Martin Luther King Day. By the way, if you hear something, my son's home from school, so he's watching something on TV, and I work out of my house. So I wanted to put this together for you as requested. I'm flying a little bit blind here. This is going to be not as tight as I want it to be, but I think you're really going to get the gist of why you're having some issues with SEO and your experience of working with other companies trying to figure it out. I think this is going to solve 99% of the questions you have with that. And just kind of look, I was just digging in for the last 45 minutes or so, and I found a keyword that I think would be pertinent to the Particles Plus in particular. Is this particle counter calibration, and I did doing some tools. I found this is something that Particles Plus is ranking for, and you're ranking in the number right here in the number 7 spot for that. But I want to show you the difference, and we're going to go through a lot of things here really fast. Why you're 7 and what the difference is with PM measuring, which is number 1 for this keyword. PM measuring is coming out here as well. Particle measuring systems with their page. This is their landing page from that, and it's the service and repair calibration with that. But I want to show you this, and I'll show you yours in a second. I use different tools. I'm going to go through fast here. Their trust with Google is better than yours. Look at their backlinks. They have a lot more backlinks. I'm going to show you how and why you're not getting as many backlinks. And this is you and why you're down to 7 using the same tool. You're about half the trust, which is a geek type of factor. But look at the difference in backlinks here, and that is directly attributable to your SEO. Not really being dialed in, and I'm going to show you that here now. Let me go to, I got a couple different tabs here. Here, I'm going to try to get through this quick. Here was a competitor that I was just looking at some competitors on some tools, and they have 118 backlinks at airytechnology.com, where Particles Plus, you have 359 backlinks. But when you start seeing the ones that are really ranking, like TSI, which may not be a competitor, but I just want to show you the difference. 112,000 backlinks. I was just looking for air quality monitoring and so forth. And one of the reasons they're getting so many backlinks and you're not at Particles Plus, when I start investigating, I start seeing all the references that they're getting. This is a TSI link, different language, looks like German. They have a link. TSI has a link here. Again, maybe not a competitor, but I'm showing you how they're getting these links. A link here. A link. It's in here somewhere. They got a link on this site here. It's in. I'm clicking on this to get to it. This little scroll bar. They have a link in here, somewhere in here. Trust me. You're gonna have to trust me on it. There it is. There's TSI. They have a link here. So all these places they're linking to is giving them those backlinks. Now, when I look at Particles Plus, what I did is I took a quick look and said, okay, where are you named as a brand, but it's not your website? And here is one that you showed up for. That is a link, but this link, and this is fine, and I'm going to show you you have a lot that you're not linked to, but this is linking to your contact page. That's not going to rank you for anything. This is not, if you're trying to rank for air quality monitor systems, it shouldn't be going to your contact page. That's a problem, all right? Then you have places like Clean Room Technology, which they are referencing you, and they're not the only ones, but I would contact them. This is what we do. This is part of our link reclamation, we call it, where we contact the people who are talking about our brands that we're working with, but not giving us links back. And they're linking back to themselves. It's Clean Room Technology. That's the only link on here, but it's using your name, talking about you, what you acquired. None of these link back to you, so you don't get any credit for that whatsoever. So you're missing out on all these links that you should have, which are going to help you rank. The same thing here. I clicked on, Particles Plus, the same thing. There's no links back to you, not even in the image, no, nothing anywhere on there. Particles Plus, this is mag.us. There, this you should have a link. You should we would reach out to them and say, hey, thanks a lot, we appreciate it. Would you mind putting a link back to our company so you start having all those links pointing back to you? PM measuring, like I talked about earlier, look at their links, 9.1 thousand backlinks, and you start to see what their organic search traffic is, what their paid search traffic is, and this looks like more of a competitor of yours. So I start looking and seeing where they're getting their links from, their backlinks from, and they're just getting more links than you is what's happening here. PM measuring, this is a different tool I also use. I'm kind of seeing that they're getting there's SEO value is 1.5 thousand a month, and they're also doing a lot of paid advertising, $1.6 thousand a month estimate. But I want to see what they're going for in organic. Particle measuring systems, they're estimated to be getting 78 clicks every month just for that term. Particle counting, which I think is a pretty good term for you as well too, 37 clicks. If I look at Go Lighthouse, which was also a competitor, they're getting, they're not getting nearly as many clicks because they're not up there. They're not ranking as much. And that's because of those backlinks we talked about. But the Go Lighthouse is doing this, that is getting them better rankings on some of the keywords that I found, because they're providing things like this. This is a technical white paper that they are putting out. And I don't know where exactly this is. I didn't go exhaustively through this. Again, I'm sorry I'm going fast, but this is a great resource tool. And when Google sees people linking to that, they are going to give all kinds of link juice and rankings for people who are providing this kind of value. Now, if you're telling me that you have people on your staff, here he is right here, like Jason Kelly here, who can write something up like that on a topic, and you can do that, I can absolutely go and take over keywords for you because you're giving the value now. And not only are you giving value, we will let Google know that you're giving the value. And this is going to help you get ranked a lot stronger and develop those out as well. Last thing I want to look at is, again, I'm sorry, but I just kind of was looking over your product lines here. Forgive me. I'm just kind of seeing what you have here, and you have resources. Okay, so you have articles. I see all these articles over here, and with all those articles, I don't know who's been doing your work for you. I'm not trying to put anyone down, but if you're putting that much information and value out, there should be links coming back to you all day. And we go and we find those people and we let them know to link back by giving them the articles. People want the information, so in exchange for the information, we get the links is what we do for them. Vacuum pumps. Okay, I'm going to skip that. I was just kind of seeing what you did. And this just places that we could. You have a lot of pages. Particles Plus air quality monitors. We could. And I just wanted to, okay, let me go back here. I just wanted to see where you're ranking when someone types that in, and you're not even, you have some resellers, I guess, but you're not even ranking for, make sure I got this right. You're not even ranking for when someone puts in Particles Plus air quality monitor. You got to be ranking for things like that. And there's a reason why. This is the TSI site. And when I mentioned, why are they getting so much? Look at their trust factor. Again, more than twice yours. Look at all the backlinks. This is what's building them up. This is what's getting them that. Airborne particle counters, just seeing, that's where I saw TSI is number one for that. That's a big, it's estimated 320 monthly searches at $3.44. They're number one for that for a reason. They've built up their backlinks for that. Clean room technology, like I said, they're not coming back to anybody, not just you. And Cleanetics, this is someone we absolutely could reach out to if you had an article, because they have guest blogs on here and they're looking for people to give them blog content and articles, and they will link back to you. Because I did some investigation for guest blogs, and they would be one that we reach out to and provide them value. Particles Plus, again, you can, let me look here, indoor energy, environment energy exposition. When I looked that up, I didn't see you referenced anywhere in any on any of their sites here. But if you have a speaker there, these are all speakers at that convention that you probably go to and maybe sponsor. But we want to get links back from the places like that as well too. Those are really good ones. And last thing, this is someone who provided an article to from them, and you can see this is a well, this is Pharmaceutical Online. I'm sorry. Pharmaceutical Online has this is a guest blog, guest column, June 20th, 2017. Look at all this. This is great value. They're talking about so many things, and this is a lady from Life Science Training Institute and Clean Room Microbiology. So she got a link back to that site for all of this, and Crystal Booth. So if you have someone who can write like this, I'm going to say, because this is so technical, it's a little different. You're going to look at, I probably look at about 90, 50 to 90, $100 for an article. You're going to look at 200 to 300 if you have to have someone write them for you. But if you have people on staff and already have the resources, so that's one of the reasons I'd like to talk to you and find out a little bit more, then we could absolutely leverage those right away. The last thing is getting longer than I want, but there's different things going on here than typically I see. Um, is this is 2113 just for Perry. I just went on here real quick, and you said you've had trouble too. Looks like you work with a lot of brands, personal branding. That I can tell you, I know personal branding very well from life coaches and authors. Um, that's a little different animal. I would could recommend some Facebook advertising for you, unless it made sense for SEO, to be quite honest. And I'm going to say right now, nobody. I'll match up my Facebook advertising expertise against anybody in the nation. I honestly will. I know my KPIs. I know what my click-through rate should be. I know what my opt-in rate should be. I know my conversion values. I know all those things. And if you're needing something like that, that would be a little different conversation. Lastly, if you're doing SEO and we could start going out, you can give value here. You can get links back to Luxmark with giving value to a different set of bloggers, a different set of influencers, but the process is really similar in how we're reaching out to people and getting those links. And maybe you have links out there that are just not, they're just sitting there, not giving you any credit right now to your clients that you've worked with. So these are the kind of things we look at. I would be interested in talking to either one of you. I love this kind of stuff. So if this was too fast, I apologize. If you got some of it and it was enough to say, oh yeah, let's talk, then let's talk.